Almost a year after Space Harrier 2 and Super Thunderblade, another Yu Suzuki game appears on the Mega Drive. Super Hang-On was another of Sega Development Division No. 2's Superscalar arcade games released in 1987. In it, players basically raced against the clock in 4 different courses using a controller that replicated a set of racing bike handlebars. The Mega Drive version obviously loses that unique interface, but otherwise the game is pretty well replicated here. The scaling certainly isn't as smooth as the arcade version, but it doesn't stutter nearly as badly as what we saw last year on Super Thunderblade. That probably has a lot to do with the speed at which the game is running. I think this is probably the fastest of the 3 Superscalar ports released thus far on the Mega Drive. I will say, however, that the presentation is a bit of a letdown. The silent title screen lends no sense of excitement whatsoever to the proceedings, and when you finish your race, you're kicked directly back out to the Sega logo you normally see at boot up. Super Hang-On isn't just another arcade port, though. Much like the RPG-ish aspects of Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf, Super Hang-On features a full career option, which is called Original Mode. Here you have to race against rivals in order to earn cash and impress sponsors. Use that cash to hire new mechanics or buy upgrades to your bike, which you'll need to beat even faster rivals. Plus, you have to pay to keep your bike in top shape. General wear and tear means parts will eventually need to be replaced, and if you crash a lot, prepare to fork out more frequently for things like new frames. Original Mode doesn't offer any new tracks or bikes. The whole thing is made up of bits and pieces from the arcade port, and it runs incredibly slow at first, but it's still cool to actually witness your bike's progression as you upgrade it. It'll go from slow and almost impossible to drive to a speed demon that handles like butter throughout the course of your career. Super Hang-On is a step above and beyond what Mega Drive players were getting in their Sega arcade ports from just a year earlier, and that was an exciting trend.
Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried